I can call Ireland, Chair. This didn't happen today or yesterday. The Joint Oireachtas Committee on Health and Children in 2002 to 2005 expressed their total dissatisfaction with the delivery of orthodontal services. They considered the position adopted by the Irish Dental Council on the issue of training in the orthodontics to be not sustainable. Going back to 2002, there was concerns raised that the quality of dentists and orthodontist care was not available through the Irish system. The Irish Dental Council controlled the dental schools, and they were then in competition with the regional services. So there lies the problem. One was in competition with the other when the both of them should have been working together and having the same funding to sort the problem. The Health Committee agreed that there was a very good service being offered by the regional service and the Midwest region, which was commended as being excellent. The Health Committee was on board to support the regional service. They made recommendations, which was then sent to the Health Board at the time. Subsequently, the HSE set up a review body, ignoring the recommendations that were made by the Health Board. Needless to say, they went nowhere and the follow-up went dead. Hundreds of children have been damaged. Restrictions of education by the Dental Council restricted training of orthopaedics. Again, back down to funding, where both systems could be working together. Recommendations that went nowhere. The aim was to stop regional services. Bottom line here is 21 years of children being hidden behind improper systems, and there is no academy consultant professor oversee the required within the dental schools. There is no academy consultant professor in the dental schools. Now we're talking about 21 years. We're not talking about yesterday. We're not talking about a week ago. 21 years this is going on through politics, where the services on both sides could have been invested in, rather than setting up one against the other and causing the problem that we have after 21 years. Why was the Dental Council stopped qualified orthodontics coming in from the UK? Public orthodontic services are now even worse than they were at the time the Health Committee expressed their concerns in 2002 to 2005. It's worse now. And Minister, a report conducted in 2015 by Bernie and Richmond was never published, despite several calls to the current Minister Donnelly, who left the room 2 minutes ago. The then Minister Harris got the report and has it. The Taoiseach, who now is the Taoiseach Lev Varadkar, and the former Taoiseach, which is now the Taoiseach Micheál Martin, all have this report. But why was it never published? Because you know why it wasn't published? Because it would have shown up the problems that the government created. And who's going to suffer in this? The children and adults for 21 years have suffered because of bad policy making and funding that they could have funded both services, and there'd be no backlog. So if you're serious about fixing this problem, the first thing you need to do is stand up and take the blame for your own part in it. Publish the report if you're not scared to. Publish the report and show the people what actually happened, rather than taking the regional service against the Dental Council, one blaming the other. Not the problem. The problem here lies with government.